Hi, you're listening to The Advantage Podcast with me, John Kenworthy. Hey there, this is Dr. John Kenworthy. What's better today? Welcome to this week's podcast, and this week I'm talking all about letting go to gain control. Sounds like an oxymoron, but it's very true. What helps distinguish leaders and managers is about control. Quite literally, how hands-on you are. So if you've ever learned to play the game of golf, the chances are that when you started, you gripped the club very tightly. After all, this is basically just holding onto a stick that you will swing through the air and hit a ball, allowing the club to follow through. Well, if you don't hold on tight, the club might just go as far as the ball. So, okay, I appreciate you may never have played golf, but you can also liken this to holding on to the reins of a horse very tightly, or trying to control your dog on a very short leash. Perhaps holding tightly onto your child's hand as you cross a road. New golfers have to learn how to let go, as do new parents, to relax their grip. If a tight grip is a 10 on a scale, well, we want about a 4 out of a 10. The same is true of leadership and the way we hold on to our people. Hold on too tight, micromanaging. And people have little freedom to use their own skills and strengths. If you hold on too tight to a golf club, it is the golfer doing all the work. So the question is, who should be doing the work? The manager or leader, or the member of staff? See, a golf club is weighted for a reason. If you allow the club to do the work, the swing and striking of the ball become almost effortless. Relax your grip on your team and allow them to excel at what they do, and the work for you becomes almost effortless. Once you know, as a golfer, that the club is designed to do the job of striking the ball and your job is simply to swing and allow physics to do its job, you can relax. Maintain just enough control to ensure alignment, direction and distance, and the ball will fly according to the club used and the size of the swing. If you want a long distance, you use a long club, a lower number, and a full swing. A short distance off the fairway onto the green requires a shorter distance club, as it happens with a higher number, and a smaller swing. The power to achieve the distance lies in the tool being employed and the chosen swing. The rest is pure physics. So what can we learn as a leader? Well, to hit your target, at some point, you have to let go. Because isn't it the same? Make sure that you are using the right tool. The person needs the right skill set and or mindset to do the required job. Your job as the leader is to have a little control to ensure that those skills are employed in the right direction, for the right distance, for the right length of time. And that's about judging how far it is to the goal and translating that into the swing itself. In the case of people, the swing is influence and motivation. How do you influence your staff member to use their skills in a particular direction? Once you're aligned towards your longer term objectives and goals, you let your staff do the rest of the work. And just like that golf ball landing exactly where you both planned and wanted it to be for the next shot, you celebrate. Unlike golf though, praise your club and thank them for their effort. After all, they did all the work. Of course, I'm referring to your staff member. When we use this metaphor on our golf leadership workshops, the feedback is instant. Hold tight onto the club and the golfer has to use a great deal of effort, and the ball often ends up being pulled, pushed, sliced or hooked, going, if anything, between 2 inches or maybe 2/3 of the required distance. But relax that grip, maintaining directional control at 4 out of 10, and the ball flies straight to the full distance of the club and the swing that you have just used. See, for non-golfers, try this with a horse. Hold on real tight and the horse will slow down, even when you whip it. Keep your dog on a really tight, short leash and make sure they stay by your side while they want to run and jump and play in a park, pulling your arm out of its socket. Or with your child will dangle from your hand as you cross the road. And of course, your team members await your next specific micromanaged instruction on exactly what they should do next. See, when the going gets tough, leaders in control let go. New golfers in particular, they find their grip tightening in more difficult situations. The very moment when they need to be most at ease, most truly controlling, fear envelops them. Pressure builds, the grip tightens, and the ball goes astray. See, if you have to keep a tight grip on something, keep everyone tightly focused on the goal and direction. See, the same is true of business leaders under pressure. Listen to the media hype about the doom and gloom of the current economic situation, and fear can easily creep into the mind. Many leaders respond by tightening their grip on their people and their business, believing that the more tightly they hold, the more control they have, and the more likely they are to survive and pull through, albeit they expend huge amounts of effort, feel incredibly stressed, and you're more likely to explode a blood vessel. Tough times in business are better served by leaders keeping a clear head, a loose grip, maintain direction, and let your people do what they do best. Let's face the truth here, even a behemoth the size of AIG couldn't control the market. What makes you think that you can? My advice, ignore the noise, media doom and gloom and bad news. The economy is stuffed, it's going backwards, shares are being sold off, so it's going to happen. Look for the opportunities and focus on your goal and its direction. Choose the right club, the right people. Loosen your grip. Stop micromanaging. Lead your people. Motivate them through influencing them that gives them value, to use their strengths to do what they do best. Let the club do the work. Overall, loosen your grip and you'll have more control. I hope you've enjoyed this week's short podcast. Please do share this with your friends. Point them to the webpage. They can sign up free of charge and join the Advantage VIP. I'm going to be doing more of these shorter podcasts because some of the feedback I've had is that you don't want the long ones. So 8 to 9 minutes is what I'm aiming for each time. So remember, share this with your friends if you think that will help them, particularly your micromanaging boss. See if they need it. Okay. Have a blessed week ahead. Bye-bye. You've been listening to the Advantage podcast with me, John Cameron. To find out more, visit us at celsim.com.